Good evening. Welcome to Soundtracks with Birdman. Tonight, Boomer and I are watching the 1996 Arnold classic Eraser about a pencil caught in a math problem it can't solve. Is that what this movie's about?
If that had been the movie, it might have been a nomination for Best Picture, or at least been a darling at Cannes. I'm kidding.
No, Arnold plays a U.S. Marshal who kicks a lot of ass and doesn't take any names, and never reloads his pistol. So,
well, that's no. I understand what you're saying, but no movie is more notorious for the pistol reloading not happening than Commando, which I'm sure we'll be doing at some point this month. That is ridiculous. Like this, I didn't remember as being as egregious. But yeah, it's one of his later action movies. This is post Last Action Hero.
yeah.
And we have Vanessa Williams in it, the very lovely Vanessa Williams
Not
from Miss America. No, definitely not. She is ridiculously pretty, but and I don't know. We got some other good cast members in. James Caan's in this, right?
Yep.
And like a lot of good supporting actors, James Caan, James Coburn, James Cromwell is in this in a brief scene. It's interesting. So there's a good cast here.
Very brief.
So yeah. Did you see this when it came out?
I did. I saw this. I was in New Haven, Connecticut, going to school at the time, and I went with some friends to see it Friday night that it opened. And I thought, wow, movies are really expensive up here.
How much was it?
It was only $15. It was a lot.
That's a lot, actually, for back then.
1996, yeah, because I'm like, back home, this would have been like $7,
$7-8, cheaper at the matinee. A lot of people don't realize this, but back in the 90s, especially around this time, going to the movies was a very affordable activity. It wasn't the expensive powers. I mean, yes, the concessions were more money, but that's how a lot of the theaters do make their money. But nothing was as ridiculous as it is now. I mean, you could go to a theater, you go to a matinee for like, I think some matinees were $4.50, some were $5.50. You could go to an evening show for like $7-8. Yeah. It was not especially of a new release movie. It was not the ridiculousness that we have now. Where I think I made an argument one time. I think when I saw Man of Steel, I paid $15 for it. I didn't even want to go see it. I'm like, I got a bad feeling about this, and it's like,
I think I had free tickets for Man of Steel. I got them from like Walmart or something like that.
Big Al has never seen this movie. What?
Where did you say that? Wait, really? Big Al?
Worst one. Big Al never saw this film. What?
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. And moving right up, David Penzak, welcome. How are you, sir? Yes, directed by the same guy who did Jim Carrey's The Mask. Yeah,
I love The Mask. Actually,
I have seen The Mask, so
that is a great Jim Carrey movie. He was everywhere during this time too. Oh man, stop it! I'm getting so horribly nostalgic for the '90s now. I desperately miss the '90s.
I was looking, at the top 10 films of the year. Eraser was number 11 at the box office with $234 million. And I just kept going down the list, and like, I knew every film from 1996 except for maybe 5 in the top 100.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. There's like maybe 5 films. I'm like, I don't remember that one at all. But the rest of them, I either saw them or I knew about them.
Yeah, well, people knew about movies back then. I'm trying to think what else came out this year. What else was the big story?
Was number 1 at the box office with $817 million. Twister was number 2.
Twister, huh?
With 495.
Okay.
Mission Impossible number 3, 457. The Rock, which I got confused and thought we might be due tonight, was 336. Hunchback of Notre Dame was 325. Ransom, Mel Gibson flick, 308. 101 Dalmatians, 304.
Mm-hmm.
Nutty Professor, 273. Jerry Maguire, 273.
Show me the money. Mission Impossible was that year, right?
Yep. Space Jam was 10 at 250, and Eraser was 11 at 234. But other sites on the internet said 242, so I don't know which one to believe. I've never had the internet lie to me before.
Yeah. Apparently, there is a reboot or remake of this movie called Eraser Reborn,
Yes.
starring British actor Dominic Sherwood in the lead role, which is scheduled to be released in 2020.
Yep.
So
Which
I
is
don't know. Yeah,
like 2 years ago.
2022. Excuse me.
Okay.
I got the year. It's supposed to be coming out this year. Who's doing the score?
I have no idea.
It doesn't say. That's not a good sign. Um, is Alan Silvestri still alive?
He is. Stop saying things like that, Boomer.
I'm
He's
sorry, man. I don't know. I'm
like
just
72. I think he's still young.
dude. Go get him back. Do the score for Eraser Reborn, huh? Unless it's just a made for video release, and you're just gonna have someone, phoning it in a MIDI, maybe, huh? Anyway, back then though, the movie experience was different. Made a lot of money at the box office. You're thinking, well, 242 million. I guess that's good, but that's the movie cost like what 42 million to make.
Eraser budget was 100. That's what I found.
No,
What I
really?
saw on the internet. Are you saying the
No
internet
way.
lied?
I'm not buying it. I'm not
Is
buying
the
it.
internet
Hold on.
wrong?
Budget 100 million. Okay, where did I read? Where did I read 42 million at?
I don't know. That was probably what Arnold got paid to do it.
No, it was 42 to make it, and the rest went to Arnold, right?
Yeah.
Eraser had an opening weekend of 24.5 million US during the summer of 1996. The final US gross was 101 million. Final worldwide 242.3 million. All right, so this is it's got Arnold. He fights an alligator in it, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm. A CGI alligator.
No, don't. Hey, come on! Don't spoil the illusion for me.
Okay.
I haven't seen this movie in a while. I was watching a bit of it last night because I didn't have time to watch the whole thing, unfortunately, for the stream. But I do remember watching this a few times. I think we had the VHS when it came out. I don't think we had made the upgrade quite yet to the DVD player, so we had the VHS tape of this. But it is on HBO Max for those of you interested, if you are a subscriber to that service. Otherwise, I'm sure it's available other places to rent. But I'm trying to think what else. It's a movie.
It's a movie. It's not best movie, but
it's not bad though. It's not bad. I think Ebert gave it 3 stars.
Okay.
Right. So 3 stars is good, right? It's what you would do on a Friday night. You'd go out to the movies. You'd go out with your friends. We're going to see a movie. Okay, this is after
back in the day.
And you go get some popcorn, get some Raisinets, just have a good old time, and it would eventually get released on VHS. And
I rented it a couple times on VHS.
Yeah. You haven't seen it in a while, huh?
I feel like I watched it a couple months ago on Netflix before they took it off.
So do you have? Oh, I hate it when that happens. I bet HBO Max took it back. That's probably what happened.
Oh, so. And
I'm
more and more disappointed with Netflix because they never have anything to watch.
Apparently, a lot of people are disappointed with Netflix, which is why they're bleeding subscribers.
Telling you, if they lose Star Trek Deep Space Nine, there's nothing left for me to watch on Netflix.
That belongs on Paramount Plus, the best streaming service.
You would think. But only thing I watch on Netflix is Deep Space Nine.
Look, just join up. Paramount Plus, we got the new Star Trek Strange New World starting. You can watch it. You can watch it, and as you watch it on the TV, little pieces of your soul will get sucked through you into the internet as you lose all will to live. Okay. I'm sorry. I kid. I love Paramount Star Trek. Everybody crying about what happened to Star Wars, and I'm here. I don't even care about Star Trek because that's what I cared about, and that's another thing they got steamrolled over. That's okay. I'm fine. We go out here to have good times, right? Star Trek's fine. Star Trek's in fine shape.
Okay.
Sorry, Garrick rules. Everybody loves Garrick.
That's right.
Yeah, just leave Deep Space Nine alone. Don't do Deep Space Nine Revisit where Jake Sisko's a raging drunk and his writing career failed and he's threatening to throw himself out of an airlock because that's what they should do, right? I'm sorry.
Let's press the play button before we.
Okay, let's do 3. I'm sorry. You're right. This is your show. I apologize.
Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts.
Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. Yeah, happy thoughts. Vanessa Williams. That's happy thoughts. Okay.
Are you ready?
Right. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna hit play. You can do a 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. I'm at the Warner Brothers logo. Play.
I'm there too.
Okay.
Now, as usual with Arnold movies, I'm expecting some explosive intro, right?
Yes.
Not like a Bond movie, obviously.
And now, the music you're hearing, I mean, Alan Silvestri did the score. But this opening music is not Alan Silvestri. This was, his original music was cut in the editing, and Walter Werzawi, probably mispronounced that, wrote the opening credit music.
Do you consider that a great cinema sin when they do that? When they bring in another composer to and cut the other guy out?
I mean, I wouldn't have known if I hadn't looked it up.
Okay. So
if you buy the expanded soundtrack from La La Land, you get what Alan Silvestri originally wrote.
Do you have that score?
I don't. And then I thought, you know what? I need to buy it. And then I looked it up. I'm like, okay, it's going to set me back $100. So moving right along. I'm getting tired of every time I want to go buy something, I look it up, $100. Okay, but Birdman, there's one for $75. You're right, but it's $25 shipping from Japan, so now it's $100.
Yeah, that can happen. They always charge out the wazoo if it's shipping from Japan.
And I didn't get into soundtrack collecting to spend hundreds of dollars on one CD. Yeah, I've done it for certain things, but it's just hard to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I've really got to want it, or I really got to want to complete something. Other than that, it's just like, I'll find something else. It's
kind of like with me and Blu-rays. I get annoyed because I'm like, oh, the Octagon got released on Blu-ray. I need to pick that up. And then I didn't do it at the time. And now it's like $50 or something. But then I find out it's going to get a re-release this year by another company. So I said, okay, we'll just wait for it to get a re-release. That's what you can do. I don't know if I don't know if the Score to Race will get a re-release or not, but I would wait.
I mean, you think eventually that it will.
Oh, so here we go. We got
And David, I did see what we left behind. I actually saw it in the movie theater. I thought it was a pretty good documentary. They went off on some political tangents here and there, and I just kind of like rolled my eyes. But other than that, I thought it was a very good documentary.
So we got kind of a intense little intro here, huh?
Yeah.
Couldn't hide, John.
It has a Terminator vibe, and I'm like, when I was rewatching this before the show, I was thinking like the intro is kind of subtle, to be honest. Considering it's a big boom, 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 shoot 'em up movie, it's got a very subtle intro.
So here we go.
And now this guy right here, this is just like brutal. Just like,
oh,
yeah.
Just do me quick. Sure, Johnny. What's the little souvenir? Oh, it's the tongue, huh?
Yeah.
No offense, cannoli. Can I believe an Italian mob boss would have the last name Cannoli?
And of course, getting your neck broke in a refrigerator.
By a freezer door, yeah.
Yeah. And yes, that is Murphy Brown's house painter.
I remember thinking the violence in this seemed a little light for a Arnold movie.
It is rated R though.
But it is rated R, so it's not a kids movie. I did feel it was a little lighter. It's not like what we would get later on with. I want to say Sixth Day was PG-13, but I'm not sure. But I know they
It
made a
was.
point that
It
he
was.
kills fewer people in that movie. Of course, he argues he's killing the same people over and over again, so because they're clones. But anyway, it's.
Clones don't count.
Yeah, well, that's kind of the weird thing about the movie. Do the clones count or don't they? How are you supposed to treat a clone or the original it's copied from? It's. I guess that's his wife, right?
Our girlfriend,
Or something. Yeah. I don't know.
And I'm just here to tell you, a dead body is extremely heavy.
I would think so because there's a lot of fluid in there, right?
Yes, it's because it settles and it's. Let me explain how I know. Every dog I've put to sleep, I've taken to the crematorium myself, and the bodies get incredibly. They feel at least twice as heavy.
So here we go. Part of me would wonder the ballistic. I mean, the fakery on all this with this full.
The movie.
What?
It's a movie. It's make believe. It's pretend.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I can't ask questions. Okay.
Stop thinking.
No, see, that's okay. Stop thinking that. 90s blockbuster movies underneath. Stop thinking.
Yeah, because
am I wrong here? Am I wrong?
Before, I wouldn't have called the cops that soon. I would have called a little bit later.
Hey, he had to make it. It's okay. We need an audience. Let's talk a little bit about the 90s blockbuster movie and why maybe they're not as memorable as things that came before or after. They're fine. Like I say, I have nostalgia because I just like the 90s in general. It seemed like a more pleasant time to be alive, but 96, that's a good year, right?
Look at like the top 100 films from that year. I guarantee you, if there's 10 on there that you don't recognize, I would be surprised.
Well, no, I will say this. There are a lot of great movies made in the 90s. I'm just thinking blockbusters, though. Sometimes they were a little hit or miss sometimes. I mean, this is better than The Rock, which I'd only seen for the first time like last year.
Did you enjoy The Rock?
What?
Did you like The Rock?
It's fine. It has Sean Connery destroying a few city blocks in San Francisco just to see his daughter and tell her I'm sorry I wasn't there for you. It's Michael Bay. It's like a Transformers movie without the Transformers.
Well, the Michael Bay movies don't really have Transformers in them anyways.
Okay.
So,
anyways, well, there you go. Okay. I do like this whole explanation, though. We are learning about this. He basically says, this happens again, no one's coming to save you. So I guess he's the one he's the witness protection of the people that screw up their witness protection. Yeah. That's what I get the impression of. All right. Yeah. You'll never see me again, but you'll all know every move you make. Smile, you've been erased. And you know what? When the guy said that, I like, there's your title.
Yeah.
They were probably thinking, how do we come up with a title for this movie? And they took the line from that, I don't know, what is it, Secret Service agent or FBI guy or wherever it was. I don't know. Just here we are. He's got the long trench coat on. Do you have a trench coat, Birdman?
I have quite a few. I've got a Paul Stewart. I've got a Burberry. I've got a Brooks Brothers and a Quastrom. And I think that's it. I've got 4.
Okay. Look at this. He can spot the fake like that. That's in there, so we know he's an expert, right?
Yeah.
Now, again, it's been a while since I've seen this movie. I watched like the first half hour last night. Unfortunately, I just didn't have time for more. But I have some. I kept trying to make predictions. James Caan will either be the mentor that helped Arnold out and he gets killed, or he will be working with the villains.
Have you ever played a good guy?
What? Who did what?
Has James Caan ever been a good guy?
I don't know, but Coburn's also in this. James Coburn, and he could go either way too.
True.
I don't know, so I don't know. I'm not spoiling because I don't know.
He was bad in Maverick.
That's right. I haven't seen Maverick in ages. I did see that in the theater when it came out, though.
I wish they had made a sequel to Maverick. I really enjoyed it.
It was good. There been a lot of good movies in the 90s. I'm picking on the 90s. There are actually a lot of great movies in the 90s. So, I don't know. A couple of witnesses got careless. Someone once taught me that improvisation is the...
Yeah, that's right. He was a good guy in Alien Nation. That's right.
Oh, I like Alien Nation. That's a good one.
And Rollerball. Sorry, Big Al. I don't watch porn movies, so.
I don't. Do I own Rollerball? I don't think I do. I had some movie from that period, though. I don't remember what it was now, though. Wasn't Fast and the Furious either. Oh, Gone in 60 Seconds. I have the DVD of the original. It's one of these movies I've been meaning to watch, but I saw the remake with Nicolas Cage of Gone in 60 Seconds. But
did you see that La La Land's released this month? Is Beavis and Butthead Do America?
Really? Because I do have the soundtrack to that. Just the regular
now you can buy the complete film score.
The complete film score. I'll consider it. I'm a big Beavis and Butthead fan. I used to call them the boys back in the day. I used to watch them in high school. And see, the 90s were cool. There's a lot of good stuff going on in the 90s. We got Beavis and Butthead, Batman the Animated Series. You had some cool cartoons back then.
Spider-Man animated series.
Yeah, that was on the 90s. So was X-Men.
X-Men.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, Phantom 2040, that was 90s as well. The show that no one I ever talked to has seen. There was a Highlander animated series, too. Do you remember that?
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. They had a TV show that was on in the 90s.
Yeah. And they had the Highlander animated series, which I could tell was a French show. It had
and the Highlander spin-off series.
Yeah.
Live action.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to say her lips are perfect. Is that wrong to say that?
What?
Nothing. Our leading lady here.
Yeah, she's not ugly. And she got this role because Maria Shriver told Arnold she needed to have this role.
I like her in it. I think she works. She showed up on an episode of Deep Space Nine as well. Remember? She was on Ryza. Remember? Vanessa Williams. I believe she showed up on an episode of Deep Space Nine. She was a guest star.
Huh.
Yeah. All right.
She can sing. That's right. Well, Go Team Ghost Planet, you can now have the complete score to Beavis and Butthead Do America from La La Land Records. I think
what are they charging for it?
I think 23. I think.
I'll consider that. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I might consider that. I'll think about it for a day or two because I have some weird film scores, and that's going to be a weird one. And
you can get Jumanji from James Horner as well this month.
Jumanji, okay. I've never seen Jumanji.
Really?
No, someone missed out on that.
Okay.
I like Robin Williams. I never saw Jumanji. Okay, so Now, it's funny looking at this now. This might not seem as high tech as it did back then, right? Because
Yeah.
for starters, it's a black and white camera, and it's in a rather large brooch on her very, very nice business suit there.
Oh, so you bought Jumanji last night? What's the retail on it? Is it $30 or is it $25? I don't remember. I'm gonna order it next week.
Okay. Oh,
Oh, Boomer, did you hear my Lord of the Rings LP story?
no, what's going on with that?
Well, they released the complete scores. Okay, so Jumanji's $30. Okay, that's what I figured.
Okay.
On an LP like 4 years ago, and I missed out on them. And I got the Two Towers. I paid around 200 for that. That was an eBay auction. I just lucked out that week. No one really showed up. And Sunday, I noticed that Return of the King, which usually goes for the most money because it's like I think 6 LPs, was up, and I'm like, well, you know what? I'll just put this in because I ain't gonna get it. It's gonna go for like $500, $600, $700. I ain't gonna get it for what I'm gonna put in, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then within like 5 minutes to go, it was at to the penny what my max bid was, to the penny.
Right.
And I'm like, all right, it's gonna start rolling on in, and I'm gonna get like so far kicked out. And it's like it's a minute. I'm like, okay, it's gonna start. 30 seconds. I'm like, come on, it's gonna happen. 10 seconds. I'm like, here we go. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's gonna happen. And then it said auction ended. And I'm like, I'm gonna hit reload and it's gonna say like $730 something. And I hit reload and it said congratulations. I'm like, no. Reload. And it said congratulations. I'm like, reload. Okay, I guess I got it. So I got it.
For how much? You know you don't want to say that number again on air.
I don't really want to say it was a lot, but it wasn't $400 or $500 lot, but it was money I didn't need to spend right now like that. But
I'm
I went
sorry.
ahead, I paid for it. It should be here next week.
Oh,
So
dude.
I just need Fellowship of the Rings now on LP, and I will have all three.
Well, listen, I don't subscribe to HBO Max. I'm borrowing this from somebody else. But if one of these movies shows up on a streaming service, I'll see if I can give you the access code when we get to the other ones. We'll see. Wonder where Commando is streaming.
Oh, yeah, Beavis and Butthead has $22 from La La Land. Okay. Yeah, are we gonna do the director's cut of Commando or the theatrical version?
Oh, Commando? Well, heck, I don't know. I can do either. I'll let you pick.
Okay, I'll let Eric
What's
decide.
Yeah. You know what the director's cut of Commando adds, right?
I have no idea.
More explicit gore. That's what it adds. It's
Okay.
like, hey, you wanted to see him scalping that guy longer? There you go. It's like,
But I'm sure it's just humorous, right? Because it's really a comedy movie, right?
yeah. Oh, please. I didn't realize when I was a kid, but it turns out that sort of was meant as a spoof movie, but it off as a spoof because there's so much violence in it.
And Arnold kind of disappears for a decent portion at the start of the film. Have you thought about that?
He does, but I think it's a setup. I think they wanted to get the audience in the mindset of the person who needs protecting, who she is, because that's what he does. He takes these people that are sometimes in the other aspect criminals that are informing on organized crime and that sort of thing. But in this case, she's actually I think she's trying to be a whistleblower. She's trying to help them investigate because she realizes this company's up to no good. Yeah. Okay. So there's James Cromwell. Last time we saw him was in Star Trek First Contact, right?
Yeah.
Zephyrin Cochran. And no treason was part of corporate strategy.
Oh, burn.
You're not wrong. I'm wondering if this was before he blew up, Cromwell. This must have been right before, because he did L.A. Confidential. After this, he did Star Trek First Contact. He did Babe. I think Babe was his big breakout role, actually. He was the farmer in Babe, I believe. The one about the pig, the one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, the talking pig. Okay, I'm just saying. All right. Just let me look a little bit up Vanessa Williams. Let's see. Singer, actress, fashion designer. Okay. And she was the first African American woman to receive the Miss America title.
Yep.
Back in Miss America in 1984. Okay.
My grandmother would watch that every time it came on TV.
Miss America. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he just offs himself, and were you expecting that to happen when you first saw this?
No, I was like, what?
I was thinking he was going to threaten her, and then Arnold was going to come crashing through or something. No, he just offs himself.
Serious poo-poo to just do that.
I have to say, this makes some of the federal agents look like chuckleheads, right? How they're handling this whole thing. It's like, that is what we call a mini disc.
Yeah. Yeah. Kids at home watching this show.
Okay, Birdman. I have to ask you, were you a mini disc early adopter for music? Did you think it was going to be the next big thing? You never had any? Okay. I had a friend who was buying
digital audio tapes that came out very briefly. Remember those?
I vaguely recall those, yeah, but I didn't have those. Wait, the digital audio tapes that came out, were they supposed to be like better sound than CD or something? Was that what the whole thing with them was? Or?
They were different sized and they were more money, and I would have to buy a player, so I didn't even go there. Because even in the 90s, I was still kind of transitioning from like, I like something, I'll buy it on tape. If I really like something, I'll get it on CD. I was trying to just go to like straight CDs still in the mid 90s.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because the CDs were the premium item back then. They were
CDs like tape, like $10. CD was like 16 to 18. And now you're thinking like, what's the big deal? You go to the barbecue place, it's like $18 to eat lunch. Yeah. But back in like the 90s, $18 was a tank of gas and a movie and a McDonald's.
Yeah, it was a don't remind me of things that I miss. Yes, I remember that. You could go to the movies, you could do a lot for $18 back then. That's why when I said those Super Nintendo games used to cost $60. I mean, back in the 90s, that's a lot of money. You're saving your allowance for 2 months. What? Yeah.
$60 won't even fill up the Mazda.
Oh. But you just have to save up my allowance for like 2 months to get a Super Nintendo game.
Go Team Ghost Planet. Yeah, I keep wondering why I give money to streaming services. I don't really seem to use them very much.
It just depends on the service. Like I said, I've had some issues. You know me, I tend to like to complain about Warner Media a lot, but of course they are under new management now, so they might be getting better. We'll see. But HBO Max as a service itself, the movie selection is pretty good. And TV series, if you could just figure out a way to log in. I don't know. You know what I think you got to do? I think you got to get on a chat with somebody.
I've tried.
You've tried with the chat and they can't figure it out?
I mean, either I'm obviously I'm doing something wrong, because I am the common factor in every occurrence of not being able to log in. So
I don't know. Are you trying to log in on your portable device? Is it maybe the portable device is the problem?
That's all I have.
So you got a TV though, didn't you?
I do.
Does your TV have any kind of app download on it? Some of them are smart. Sometimes TVs
I have no idea. I've never turned it on.
All right. Because you may have access to the internet and apps through your TV. So I don't know. If not, you can always buy a streaming device. Oh, but I'm trying to figure out though. But anyway, in the beginning, when you saw the house blow up, did you expect more explosions? Like every bit of particle would to like then explode and into different pieces and then those explode. I guess if it was a Michael Bay movie, maybe that would have happened, right? But I think this might be where I left off last night. Now she's coming back to her house, and I know she runs into the ex in the house too. And of course, I kept thinking the prediction. The X is one of two things. He's either working for the bad guys or he's a bullet fodder. Okay, it's gonna be one of those two things. He's either gonna get wasted or he's one of the bad guys. And again, I did see this, so I don't know, but it's like now she's on her computer, right? And this is a mistake because, and to be fair, nowadays we wouldn't think this was so odd, but I think the idea that someone could invade your privacy through your computer was probably still rather novel when this movie came out, right?
Yeah.
That, they could actually be tracking her through her computer. She's trying to look at the files home. Well, she's home. She's safe. She made a copy of the file disk, right? Which was probably smart. It's probably what's going to keep her alive, right? But
96 is what, 3 years before eBay launched, roughly?
Yeah, 96, I was using the internet. I first got access to the internet at home in fall of 95. So we had dial-up internet, so you couldn't actually make a phone call and be on the internet at the same time.
Yeah, I remember
That's not how it worked back then.
And
okay.
if someone called, it could kick you off the internet.
That could happen too, sure, yeah. And you'd have to listen to that horrible screeching sound, which my brother often said, "Hey, you don't like that? It's two computers talking to each other." So that's what that is.
I was like Barbra Streisand singing a song.
Oh, please! Oh, look at that. Now, someone got wasted pretty bad. I guess those were FBI agents, right? They got wasted pretty bad, and
I'm going to say if you get hit with that railgun, you don't even know it. It's just
because that looks like something out of like an alien movie or something, like extraterrestrials did that, or the Terminator or something like that. No, this is not that. That's this is something else though. Now, what are these handheld rail guns, right? I mean, I guess we're spoiling it. This is the big thing, but okay, here's her ex. I guess he was using her shower. In the neighborhood.
I just go over to people's houses to use their showers, don't you?
It's like that scene in The Fly when Gina Davis's ex says, "Oh, I just came by to use your shower. I was feeling kind of scummy," and it's like, really? Now, railguns fascinate me. I know that our Navy has them on carriers now, right? Were they demoing one? I mean, but the railgun they had was huge.
Yeah,
it wasn't these handheld devices, but I don't know. I find them fascinating. One of my favorite episodes of the Justice League cartoon had Vandal Savage using a railgun on the International Space Station to shoot at things on Earth. Look at that! They can even see him drinking. What is it? Milk? Whatever he's drinking. They can see his heart. Okay, they're going to take him out. Oh, they thought it was her. That guy's got his eyes a bit messed up, huh?
That's how you know he's a bad person.
Of course. Is that a Christmas tree? Let's party. Oh no, that's balloons. Yes, okay. Who is it? Get down. Am I wrong? Is that like one of his go-to lines? Get down.
Get down. I think so.
Follow me. And of course, he has one in this movie that I know from this movie, but I'm not going to say what it is till the scene comes up. But
Can you flip a refrigerator over that easily?
Sure. Can't you?
Um,
I might flip it over and it might fall on top of me, and I got to call 911. But you know,
I mean, I could probably flip one over somewhat easily.
I could flip over a mini fridge easy.
Yeah,
Maybe. That's like, oh, I remember this. Is that the?
nail
Oh yeah,
grenade.
that's the nail grenade, right? Oh, I thought this was the coolest thing. Oh, oh, oh.
You know, you could
Ar-
have just
Ar-
kept your hand underneath it. You know,
no. That's why you get the R rating. Okay, Arnold got a nail through his hand. Oh, yeah, I remember the nail grenade. I was impressed with that too. There's some cool weapons in this movie. That is a nasty weapon. Does that really exist? They have nail grenades
I
like
hope
that.
to God not.
Oh, that should be banned by the Geneva Convention. That's a
And you know,
nasty.
the score right here just sounds like classic Alan Silvestri, with just the momentum of the horns and the drums.
What if a nail
But
gun would be good if you
I've
just wanted
read
to whoop?
pretty much the entire score was chopped up and spliced in the edit, and it wasn't what he had intended to have.
Interesting. Well, that's. Did he get pissed? Was he angry about that?
You know, I don't think as a film composer you can get angry about that, because you can't do anything to change it. You know, you got to know, and final end of the day, the editor and the director and the producers are going to do what they want to do, and if they want to chop up what you wrote or put something else in there, they're just going to do it. So, like, the best advice be just don't take it personally. Did you get paid? Did you get paid? All right, you got paid. So you got paid. They can either use your work, not use it, or redo it. And there's really not much you can do about it. So don't take it personally. Just take your paycheck, go buy something nice.
Yep.
I mean, like, if you go to the doctor and the doctor says, Boomer, you can't eat a large pepperoni pizza 3 times a day, 7 days a week. And you're like, okay, I'll just do it 6 days a week. And, the doctor's like, well, you came to me and you paid me money to tell you what's wrong with you, and you're not listening to me. I mean, is the doctor going to get upset? I mean, he really can't. He's going to be like, well, you got to make up your own mind. I told you what.
Pepperoni pizza has all of the major food groups in it.
It does. It does. It's got bread. It's got pepperoni.
Dairy.
It's got cheese, which is dairy.
Yeah,
tomato sauce, which is a vegetable, and a fruit.
Both. Yeah. It's just.
Baby. Boom. What do you mean?
How it can be bad for you? I
do not understand. If you know how pizza is bad for you, leave a comment in the comments.
You know what's weird? Depending on my mood, I like a different pizza. Sometimes a regular pepperoni pizza is great. Sometimes I just want a plain cheese. Sometimes I want the deluxe with more stuff on it. It's weird.
I understand, redhead, brunette, blonde, it's not your personal choice, but sometimes you just want some variety. It's all good.
It's funny. There's a scene in the James Bond movie Diamonds Are Forever where the Bond girl in that walks out, and she walks out with a different different hair color each time. First it's blonde, then it's brunette, and then it's redhead at the end. I remember the YouTuber I listened to, the Dutch Bond fan, said he wished she had stayed the brunette. Thought she looked the best as brunette, but she changed to the redhead. So, okay, you trusted them. Actually, this is an interesting. It'll be interesting to compare the conversation he has here with her, and then contrast with the conversation he has with the flight attendant, the stewardess, and the commando. Because in this, he's at least explaining himself and understanding where she's like, "You kidnapped me. They're guys shooting at me, and you're not going to tell me what's going on." No. She's, it's almost like a parody of this scene, of the one we just saw.
I think Arnold's English in this movie is better than what it was in Commando.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, I mean, you know,
Goodness.
let's say this for America, okay? In fact, the guy could come from Austria, probably not speak the best English, and become a movie star. You know, come on, you know
Do I? I have those braces. Son of a bitch. I
what?
have those. The braces he's wearing right there. I have those.
What braces? What are you talking about?
That he's wearing right there. The secretary of whatever the hell he is.
Okay,
They're Kohan.
you mean the suspenders?
Yeah, they're called braces, Boomer.
Oh well, okay. I'm sorry, I never heard them referred to as. Don't wear just suspenders, by the way, unless you're covering it up with a jacket or something. Right? Isn't that what they say? Is that for your job? You got to wear braces.
Oh, I always have if I'm wearing dress clothes.
Gotcha. Oh, I understand. Yeah. Okay. She's getting her identity destroyed. That's everything I am. She could get a job as a Hollywood movie star. I'm
She could.
kidding. Wouldn't that? No, wouldn't
Famous
that?
pop singer.
Yeah, well, yeah. Wouldn't that like be the opposite of what they're trying to do with witness protection?
Do you have any medals, Saint medals, Boomer?
Um, unless you count Mary, but yeah, I
Well,
guess
Mary is a saint.
yeah. Well, there you go. Okay, yeah, I have a Mary medal thing that a exorcist I knew blessed. So, yeah. So there's that. If you want to go, how about you? You have any saint medals?
Actually, I have Saint George.
Saint George, yeah. Is that your? Well, nothing I'm gonna get personal. Patrick was my confirmation saint. That's the name I picked for mine.
George is mine.
Oh, that's interesting. You did England, I did Ireland. Okay. We used to have actually in the church I grew up in, they used to have a stained glass window of Saint George killing the dragon.
But that was awesome.
And it was really neat too because the dragon, it kind of looked like more serpent like, but it showed him stabbing the dragon in the stained glass.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was neat. So I don't know. She should star in a movie with Liam Neeson now, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what have I seen her in.
If you could pick any name besides the name you have now of aged and boomer, what name
Of
would you pick?
course. You mean a YouTube alias or just a regular name?
No, I thought if you had to get like a whole new identity, what name
All
would you
right.
choose?
Well, what's a good name? If I had to pick my own, pick a name. Oh, I've never thought about that because one thing I do like about that name is that it's a very normal sounding first name. I'm trying to think. No, I don't like that name. No, I don't like that name.
Okay, people in the chat. If you were going into witness protection and had to get
I
a
have
new
to
name,
say, I think it might be Daniel. I think that name just kicks ass.
okay.
Just, oh, let's see here. Obviously, I like the name Patrick, or I wouldn't have picked that, but that wasn't the only reason.
Patrick? Okay.
Yeah. No, I don't think I'd pick that though.
No.
Cormac. That's a little too weird for me though. Let me see.
Cormac?
You don't like Cormac? It's an Irish name.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Oh. Here we have James Caan. So we've got a serious problem. Question: did you own this movie on Laserdisc?
No.
That was a missed opportunity, dude. Let's find out what this goes for, huh? Wouldn't it have been cool if like laser discs also like contained the movie soundtrack on them, and you just copy them to a CD? Huh?
Man. That would,
Actually, some DVDs did that. Did you know that? It was
yeah.
very rare. The dual movie soundtrack and movie soundtrack on one side and DVD on the other. I have Blair Witch Project 2 has this movie score on one side and the DVD on the other.
Really?
Yes. Not
Oh,
the Blair Witch Project was that good, but anyway,
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that film.
it was okay.
Big Al says he would go with Glenn, which was almost his name when born. Okay.
My name was almost Wolfgang, so the less said about that, the better.
Was what? Wolf what?
Wolfgang. Wolfgang. Yes.
Wow.
Don't name your. It wasn't. Thankfully, my mom insisted on that. So my dad wanted that.
Hardcore. Man.
I don't care if my dad was a Mozart fan. You don't call your kid. You can get Eraser on Laserdisc for $8.79 or best offer. Is this brand new? Very good condition. Oh, it's got the poster art on it. Look at that. I have to say, I you don't know how close I came to getting a Laserdisc player, Birdman. And then DVD players were coming on the scene. So
I still ponder buying another Laserdisc player.
Dude, you don't have a TV to play it on.
Well, new TVs they don't have a hookup for a Laserdisc?
Listen to me. Listen to me. Oh, you're okay. You're not on. Okay. No, they won't look good on your new TV. I appreciate it. If you got a projector, maybe they might look good projector. No. The problem with laser discs, as I suspect they were built for the old-fashioned TVs. They were analog and not digital. That was their big thing. They were analog signals and not digital.
Okay.
But no. In fact, some old DVDs don't look right on modern TVs either. Blu-rays you're pretty safe with, and of course now tech you could just start with 4K Blu-ray right from the get-go if you wanted to. They're the most expensive though, or maybe just stick to the digital because maybe that's a little easier. No, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. You know, maybe, I'm sure out there. I'll say this. I bet if you started a Laserdisc collector channel, you might be like the only one on YouTube. Just saying. You might be able to corner that market.
I'm sure there's Laserdisc people.
You think there's Laserdisc people on YouTube? I've never actually looked. I'll have to see.
There's probably Beta Max people on YouTube. I'm telling you.
It's funny. There was a VHS aficionado guy that said he had a. What's the best? I think he had a really good VHS. I think he was trying to see how good can we make this VHS of Back to the Future look. And he was doing an experiment with that, and I thought that was kind of interesting. Or was there high definition VHS at some point? I don't know. Which I find rather absurd. That mustn't have lasted long in the market.
So what do you think about like the guitar, the electric guitar in here?
The electric what?
The electric guitar they got for parts.
Oh, on the soundtrack. Yeah, it's interesting. You like it?
Yeah, I guess like a rock flair vibe, you know, like.
Oh no. I have to confess at this point I don't have it playing through my computer, so it's captions right now. I'll have to look for it later though, all right?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
I think it works for the character.
Because he's Arnold. You go to see Arnold movies to see him kill the bad guys and have fun doing it. But again, I often feel like Last Action Hero was sort of a turning point for the action genre. Like Tom Savini once made a point that he thought that the old Universal horror monsters were scary until Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein came out, and then they weren't scary anymore.
Yeah.
And I wonder if Last Action Hero made it harder to take the action movie seriously.
I did love The Last Action Hero though.
A lot of people do. My dad loved it. I'm just saying, I don't know. Oh, look at that.
Hmm.
And I know people are thinking, oh, it's so violent, all the gunshots and stuff, but I think this is still rather subdued compared to
It's
something
kind
like
of tame.
Commando.
Pretty tame.
Tame compared to Commando. Not tame by a modern standard. Like, this would be a solid R in a modern movie. I understand this. This would be like your typical Liam Neeson dad movie with the shooting and everything else, right? That he makes one a year. I'd argue if you're missing these Arnold movies, maybe just watch a Liam Neeson movie now. It's kind of the same thing.
Hmm. Yeah, I saw online that Arnold kills like 40 people in this film.
Yeah. This is so wrong.
Yeah.
That's cold. Yeah, see, I know, and he's been alive too long to be the
And that right there is even worse, man. Now you're like suffocating her.
No, I think he's like giving her the mouth to mouth, or maybe he was doing that. He's doing that
I
stuff.
think he's suffocating her.
That's okay. You'll get what's coming to you.
I actually don't like the ending of this film that much. I think it could have been better.
I don't remember it. Is this where the big firefight? You mean?
They get the doors get locked and the car dies on the train tracks and the train comes and hits them and.
Oh, I don't know. You can't have the guy falling from a 50-story building every movie, you know.
No.
You gotta find other ways to take out your bad guy, right? Look at that, he's already suspicious. See his eyes?
Yeah, because he knows.
Does he know, but he has to confirm?
I'm sorry, Big Al. Spoilers. I'm sorry.
Spoilers for what?
For the movie. Al hasn't
Oh, well,
seen
I didn't do it. I didn't say anything. That was all on Birdman. You know, Al, with all due respect, how old is this movie? How did you not see every Arnold movie that came out? I mean, to be fair, I still haven't seen Junior yet. It's not the one where he carries a child.
Yeah, I haven't seen that movie yet.
This is just yeah. I think I've seen Twins, but I'm not positive. I've seen Kindergarten Cop a few times. More than I probably should have, but he's got a ferret, huh? We like ferrets, right? Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. They're an interesting pet that are outlawed in certain states, actually. It's like a drug you get hooked and there's no turning back. Someone's drugged the water. See, I'm forgetting all this. Yeah. Oh.
So that's what happens to me if I take a non-drowsy daytime cold medicine pill. Remember flip phones?
Yes. Don't get me started on phones right now. I'm still getting used to my Android phone that I had to finally begrudgingly get. I like tactile buttons. I don't need to surf the web on the darn thing. I just need to send and receive text and make calls. That's it.
And buy stuff off eBay.
Oh, please. I don't need... I have computers for that. Buy stuff off eBay.
Yes, the pager. I bet Boomer still has a pager.
Yeah,
Wait. When Boomer meets hot young ladies in the shopping mall parking lot, he's like, "Hey, baby, here's my pager number."
You know what? I should try that out sometime. I'm sorry. Okay. Sir, what's going on? So are we supposed to not like James Caan right now?
I don't think I've ever liked James Caan. I'm sure he's a fine guy in real life.
Support any change in the flight. Did I give you an evaluation yet? Evaluation? Oh!
Man.
See, this is how the bad guys in these movies are supposed to be. They're just supposed to be, you know, ruthless and nasty, and you don't like them, so you enjoy when they get their comeuppance at the end. That's how it's supposed to be. Clean this mess up. Oh, she going to the zoo or something?
It's been a while.
No, is she going to the zoo?
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
Okay.
Do they have
She gonna in the zoo and like James Caan's gonna flip a button and it's gonna like let the tiger cage open up or something. I'm just trying to see. I'm joking. That may be what's happening. Maybe be like, we know she's at the zoo and I have control of all the cages. You know, it's like. You killed that young recruit. What did you do that for? Now, see, if this was Command, actually, I keep saying this was Commando, but for all I know, this is going to turn into Commando soon enough. Like he's going to pick up James Caan and throw him out the plane in 2 seconds. It's like,
he's going to throw something out of the plane.
Just throw something out of. Or if they come and go, we didn't go if we won, you know. What's he doing this for? The money? Oh, is who gets rich and who gets dead?
Yeah.
Percy John, I prefer rich, you know. If you drop your gun now, I promise I won't kill you. Why do they always do this? They never take him seriously, and then
yeah. Remember when I said I would kill you last? I lied.
I know. Oh, don't get me started on Commando. There's so many There's so many lines in that. It's ridiculous. Not just from Arnold either. It's oh. Emergency parachute. So he just threw one of the guys out of the plane, right? Because we knew that was going to happen.
He throws like a chair into the engine. There you go.
Would
Yep.
that I guess that would that destabilize an engine, I guess?
If a bird can do it, I think a metal chair can do it.
Be funny if like Ethan Hunt's in another plane zooming past, that might, from Mission Impossible.
Did you like the first Mission Impossible? Because that movie came just that exact same summer.
I did actually. I liked the Mission Impossible series. I'll be honest, I do like it. And I did like the first one. That is Jean Reno in it. He's really good. At some point, I will have to make you watch Ronin, but I'll have to see if I can locate the score first, so I can talk about it. But yeah, Ronin's another good spy movie from the '90s. It's got De Niro in it. And,
I remember that.
Oh, yeah. You saw Ronin? Okay. Yeah, I thought I had one of the best car chase scenes I've ever seen. So this is, yeah, you like your James Bond falling out with the parachute. Well, imagine falling out with the parachute and the parachute's on fire. I'm assuming it's on fire, right? I don't know.
Arnold actually, he dropped like 60 something feet to film the scene, and it took 7 takes to get it right.
In the air, huh?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. This is why you pay to see it on the big screen, right? You want to see.
And the CGI right here doesn't age too well, but
why are you spoiling the illusion for me? I was actually kind of buying it. I mean, I imagine a plane is easier back then than doing like, people. I don't know. The CGI in Arnold's face looks pretty good. Just saying,
I don't think that's CGI, Boomer.
Okay. Oh, you're right. It's not looking so. I don't know. I'm just. Dude, is he going to shoot the pilot? That'd be funny. I'm sorry. That's ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This whole scene.
I know. He would have ran out of bullets like 7 shots
Yeah,
ago.
Of course. That's what it is. No, the fact he's able to take out the plane's turning around trying to hit him in the parachute and he's shooting. Even that doesn't happen in a Bond movie. Like it's like they're trying to outdo the parachute scene from Moonraker. That's what this is about. They have Moonraker envy here. Okay. Oh no! You're SOL now. Was there a second parachute in there?
Yeah, you got the reserve chute.
Oh my goodness. Is that usually a thing?
Yeah. Yeah, you have a chute and you have a reserve chute. Did that hurt?
Oh, that's just funny. That had to hurt, yes. Earth, welcome. That's funny. I'm sorry.
Welcome, Gigawatt 1.21. How are you? Is this your favorite Arnold movie? If not, comment below with what is your favorite Arnold movie.
I like this $50. He gave him the $50, didn't he? I'm sure he got the truck back, right?
Mostly. Okay, Gigawatt says this is one of his favorites, along with Terminator 2: Judgment Day. That's cool.
That's good. I like Terminator 2.
Conan the Barbarian.
Yes, we'll get the Terminator 2 someday. And like I said, I am an apologist for Terminator 3. I will say that movie is not nearly as bad as people say. I think it's
I don't think it's horrible.
I think it's a competent action movie. It's only the one reveal at the end I didn't like, but other than that, I thought it was a solid enough sequel. One of the things I did appreciate about the Terminator 3 was that they're not only having to contend with the Terminator from the future trying to take out everybody, they're also nearing the actual Judgment Day, which I thought was interesting. So you're seeing both something from Sky in the future and Sky into the present. So I thought that was clever. But John Kruger, huh? You like that name?
It's a good Arnold name.
Yeah. Oh! Okay, yeah, so. So here we got the zoo scene, huh?
Mm-hmm. And we're gonna get some music that sounds kind of like Predator, which is also done by Alan Silvestri.
Yes, we're going to be doing that one this month, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's an interesting thought, David. If Kruger was in reference to Nightmare on Elm Street 3. So yeah, Boomer, he's gonna get that tow truck back, but it's gonna have some dents to it, and that'll be their problem. Yes, dents and holes. Yes.
Look at the gator. Or is that a crocodile?
They're all the same to me.
Let me tell you, in Florida, we have some of these critters, and they're not. You don't want
Do
to
you
be
have
around
both
them.
in Florida?
I don't know if I want to. I want to think we definitely have gators. I've run into gators.
What do you do when you just stumble across
No. You don't like stumble across one. I've seen them in like across the bank in a river or something.
Okay.
You don't mess with them, and you don't go near them. Is what you do.
But like, let's say you're just out, like, doing your Boomer thing, and then like one just pops up and goes, "Hello, Mr. Boomer." I mean,
they're not going to say hello, Mr. Boomer. I would imagine your adrenaline would kick in, hopefully, and you would get away from it. I've heard rumors, but this might be an urban legend that you run zigzag. That might not do anything, but maybe zigzagging confuses them. But again, that might just be an urban legend. But yeah, no, gators are terrifying. I think the main thing with gators is that they'll, especially if the water, like if they hear a splash in the water, they'll go after whatever it is. So be careful around those banks.
okay.
I'm not a gator expert though, but just keep your distance.
Says the snout is different on them, and Gigawatt
Yes.
says crocodiles are usually bigger.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think maybe if I lived in Florida, I might carry something bigger than a 9mm.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh!
These guys seem like excessively vicious.
Oh, curse your R rating. Oh, no.
But
I'm sorry. I don't.
Did you know that hippopotamuses kill more people than like alligators and crocodiles?
Well, we'll have to do a Congo rewatch sometime because there's a hippo scene in that. All right. Yeah, they actually they made a point in Congo. Let's have the hippos as the violent animal in the water because they're always portrayed as cute. You know,
They are like cute and slow, but no.
oh, look at this thing. Gators are terrifying. If those are gators, they say they were gators or crocs. They say that what they were. I don't know. It's all CG, right? Oh, your luggage, your luggage. You like that line, huh?
Maybe. I don't really want any exotic skinned luggage though.
No, there are all sorts of monsters in this in Florida.
Okay.
Just stay away.
Tigers are usually in swamps and crocodiles are usually in the plains of Africa. Okay. All right. Can a gator and a crocodile like cross mate? Does that work? Would that work?
You know, I don't know. I think you got a screenplay on your hands there. You call it Crocagator.
The next great sci-fi channel movie.
It may have been a sci-fi channel movie already. You know, that's not adding up. That's what I would say. Sorry, man. I gators terrify me. There's some video online of like some, I don't know if it was some squirrel or something that climbs up into the tree to get away from the gator, and the gator lunges up and grabs it out of the tree.
Well, Big Al just squashed my new screenplay. He says crocs and gators can't interbreed.
Well, that's why you have a scientist and some genetic engineering going on. Okay, Al, all right?
Yeah. And David says you need to see Crawl. It's got crocodiles in it.
Crawl. Have I seen Crawl? I've seen Rogue. That had a crocodile in it. That had a huge crocodile in it. Rogue was if you like movies like that, check out Rogue. Takes place in the Australian outback. No, I'm sorry, man. I'm not a fan of. I don't like them. Let's be blunt here. They're leftovers from the dinosaur era, right? They're the ones they're the dinosaurs that didn't go extinct. That's how I see them.
I mean, sharks have been around since the dinosaur era too. They've just
I'm sure because they're also terrifying. Okay, you know, and for you know what gators do once they attack you. I know you think they're going to eat you right away, right? No. They'll take your dead. They take the dead body and stick it under a log somewhere, so it'll start rotting, so it'll get nice and soft to eat. You know?
Oh, that's charming. Wow.
They are monsters. All right. Anyway, we have the lovely Vanessa Williams who looks beautiful when she's scared. And looks scared when she's beautiful. I don't know. So of course it's hacker proof. You know what? Do you know any hackers, Arnold? Huh? Is there gonna be a hacker seeing this with some nerdy guy with like like Spider-Man toys all around his apartment? I was doing that to kind of knock you, Birdman. I'm just saying. Birdman, you there?
I'm here.
I know Spider-Man's your favorite hero, right? He's a favorite superhero.
Well, I mean, Dr. Doom first, Spider-Man.
Dr. Doom, yeah. Well, Dr. Doom is one of the greatest supervillains. Yes.
Is he really a supervillain?
Is he really a supervillain? Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Oh, it'd be funny. Is the priest the super hacker? I'm joking. He probably is. I didn't think about this.
See, I really want to get that La La Land edition now, so I can hear, what Silvestri originally wrote.
Uh-oh. They just wanted to put Arnold in this bar. Right?
See what brings up a good point. Arnold's like CPU is a neural net processor.
Imagine the tipping there was good, right?
Probably.
No self-respecting wise guy would ever be caught dead in a joint like this. You didn't see the one season of The Sopranos with one of the characters.
He looks rough.
Yeah, that's funny. I'm sorry. Everybody chuckled at that line. He does look rough.
Mm.
We're gonna get some rocket launchers in this, maybe, huh?
Got some what?
Rocket launchers in this movie, huh?
Pocket watches.
Rocket launchers.
Oh, rocket launchers. Yeah. When did they stop smoking in movies?
They haven't. It was, I believe, Disney put the moratorium on smoking. Other companies still do it. Now, typically, when they do smoke in movies, they're not smoking actual cigarettes; they are prop cigarettes.
Right.
For instance, on the show Mad Men, they smoked a lot. I know that in Blade Runner 2049, they were smoking. I think it was only Disney that put the moratorium on that. I think other studios will still have it. I mean, it might also depend on the picture too. If it's like an R-rated movie, they're not going to care. But like maybe something PG-13, maybe they wouldn't have it. I don't know. Of course, now I think about Disney now owns the X-Files, which main villain was notorious for smoking cigarettes.
Oh God, you're right. They do.
It's very bizarre. They need to break them up, but I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens. The disc, the girl, the guns.
What does Disney not own?
They don't own Universal. Universal also owns NBC. So that's where the Peacock streaming service comes from. It's NBC Universal. They don't own Warner Brothers, which is comprised of HBO. Actually, apparently they're selling off the CW though, so I don't know how that's going to work. And they don't own Paramount, which are in addition to the owners of Star Trek, they also make movies like the Mission Impossible series. They also do the new Top Gun sequel that's coming out. That's Paramount. And then And Lionsgate.
MGM.
Apparently, Amazon owns MGM, but they do not own James Bond. Unlike every stinking news article says, "Oh, they now own James Bond." No, they don't. Actually, Amazon doesn't need to own James Bond. They have Jack Reacher and they have Jack Ryan. Okay, I mean,
How do they have? How does Amazon have Jack Ryan? Isn't that a Paramount property? Or did they lose the rights?
Oh, you know what it is? You're right. They leased it because I think Paramount does make the show for them. Yeah, they have a Jack Ryan series, but I think you're right. I think Paramount does produce it, which is kind of odd considering. Never mind, none of it makes any sense. You're right, but you can't accept any deliveries. I like now the fight happens. Yeah.
Yeah, Chigor, I think Eon does still own Bond.
Yeah, Eon owns Bond, and they would distribute it through. Actually, frankly, they were distributing it through Sony for a while. That doesn't make any sense. Come on, that's funny, isn't it?
Oh.
That's what they meant by we have these, and it's an Alka-Seltzer, I think. That's what you gave them.
Yeah, that's why you don't play with those things.
Oh, this is the comic relief, right?
Yeah, because if you did that, someone who wasn't in cardiac arrest, I think you would put them in cardiac arrest.
Let's go. Ones and zeros, that's the language of the computer, right?
Ones and zeros, zeros and ones.
I've seen that actor before. You know how much that lock costs?
James Caan just doesn't seem like a nice person to me.
What's the name of his character in this? I keep calling him James Caan. Hold on. U.S. Marshal Robert DeGuerin. DeGuerin? Okay. I don't know. Would you sell out your country
No,
and kill a bunch of people for lots and
no,
lots of money?
no. You still have to sleep at night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. It's
Syria, that's like a whole other country, right?
Syria.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. It is. Yes. Bad news. He heads a cartel in the Russian mafia. What?
Was that a thing in 1996?
I guess if the movie
It
says it
was.
was, it was.
It was. Big Al says he can sleep really well on a big pile of money. I'm happy for you. I usually sleep with like dogs surrounding me.
No, you need big piles of money. This guy looks like a weasel.
He does.
You know what I would say to the James Caan character in this?
Hmm.
You're bad, and you deserve to die. You like that, huh? That'd be my catchphrase. Okay.
He shot those guys in the knees. Man, that
Yeah,
was
because he's
rough.
not a bad guy. They're just doing their job. They're not. Well, I'm thinking, right? They're not. Are they? They're not really with the. Okay, I guess they were. I don't know. I guess you're wearing a bulletproof vest.
I mean, if you're a security guard at a company and you got on like tack vest and hand grenades, I think you might want to reassess your working environment.
He killed a lot of people in this movie.
He does.
You're back in the days that too much violence in movies. Remember that was the big thing.
Yeah.
Everyone getting upset about. Thank you. Now we have PG-13 nonsense all the time.
This is a cute scene right here.
This is why when they make X-Men Origins Wolverine, it's PG-13. But in the Wolverine video game, there's a scene with Logan jumping onto a helicopter, taking the pilot out and lifting his head up into the propeller blades. Yeah, the body of it. That was in the game. Like he pulls the guy out and sends him up in the propeller blades.
And did you know in real life the water that's inside sprinkler systems is not clean?
Really?
Yeah, it's nasty.
Well, it's not meant to give you a bath. It's meant to put out fires, right?
Yes, Gigawatt. James Caan does play a good bad guy.
You know, if this was Batman, he used his grappling hook to attach himself to that copter. But
Yeah.
you know,
but Batman's not real. Arnold is.
Yes, everything in this movie could happen, especially him in the parachute shooting directly at the pilot in the oncoming plane that he just jumped from. Yes, that could happen in real life. Yes,
it could.
My cousin Tony runs those docks. So he's got to go talk to the family, huh?
Hey, see? David has seen Arnold in person. He's real. He is real.
Does this mean has to get erased again?
Have you ever seen Batman in real life, Homer? Have you ever seen Batman in real life? Have you? No, you haven't. Because he's not real. Like ninjas. You never see ninjas because ninjas aren't really real. Boomer. 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 Okay. Boomer has left us momentarily. So it's just I, the Birdman, alone.
Sorry,
abandoned.
Internet trouble.
Okay. I was starting a monologue, so I'm glad you came back.
Hello?
Boomer, yes. Boomer.
Hello?
Boomer.
Okay, internet trouble on my end. Sorry.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I had internet trouble. Internet problems. Oh. And I lost the movie. Keep watching. I'll have you give me a timestamp when I'm ready.
Okay.
Yes, this is the one fallible point of streaming when this happens.
It's a live show. Anything can go wrong.
Yes, well, like I said, this was a last-minute choice. I might have been able to find the DVD.
It's true.
It's okay. I'm going to go to HBO Max. Now, I kept thinking in this movie, like when the guy said, "We're going to erase you," so I kept thinking Arnold was going to say something. "You have been erased," like that would be a one-liner in this. Okay. All right. Oh, of course. I have to get a timestamp. Hold on. All right, let me get up. All right. What time? What point are you at in the movie?
128.25.
Thank you. What time now?
128, 37, 38, 39, 40. He just slapped her.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. I think I'm about where you're at. Okay. James Caan is being a dick.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just saying.
Pretty entire movie.
So is this where Arnold's going to open up a cannibal pass?
Yeah.
Okay, and I know the guy got a lecture about being a rat or something, right? And then he said, "Hey, come on, these guys are I forgot what it was." Okay. So he's saying this because he knows that the guy's going to come after him, right?
Yeah. And I remember when I saw this first time, I thought for a moment that Arnold might actually get killed in this film.
Thought he was going to die.
Yeah. He gets pretty messed up here in a few minutes.
You kill Arnold in a movie, it's not fun.
Well, you kill him in Terminator, Terminator 2, Terminator 3. And do they make any more Terminators after that? I forget.
Yes, they made some more.
Are you sure?
3 not good ones.
Okay.
No, I didn't like Salvation. I tried. From what I heard, Salvation was originally supposed to be an R-rated movie and have other things in it, and the studio said, "Let's make it PG-13." Stop doing that. It's all about the union, right?
Yeah.
How did he do that? Wait a minute. Are you the scene with Arnold flipping around and
Yeah.
stuff? And just
Yeah.
oh,
He's Arnold, man. What do you mean? How does he do it? He's
acrobat did
Arnold.
that. That was
He's
like
German.
that was
He's German. That's how he does it. He's German.
Austrian.
Okay, Austrian.
I know, same. I know you're thinking same difference. Uh,
Yeah, you know what? It's really not though, because back in college, I dated a girl from the Netherlands. Her name was Sabrina, and
oh,
she was reading a newspaper online one day at the library, and I was like, "Oh, it's in German." She's like, "No, it's in Dutch." And I'm like, "Same thing."
oh,
I got scolded.
oh, whatever.
Yeah,
Oh, hey, it was called Deutschland, right?
it
Right.
was.
I'm
It
just
is.
saying.
I guess.
Just
Yeah.
saying. Just tell her that's how you were taught in the American schools. She'll understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, she was a really nice girl. I wish we had started dating sooner, but
Oh well.
parents had forbidden her to date until she graduated college.
What? That's a tad
I
ridiculous.
I was asking her out for like 4 years.
What,
4 years, Boomer. 4 years. Her last semester, her parents went back to Germany, and she stayed behind to finish her degree. And I asked her out again for like the upteenth millionth time, and she's like, "Yes, I would like to go out." And I'm like, "Okay, you've never said yes before." And she's like, "My parents have gone back to Germany." And I'm like, "Okay." So from like August till December, when she had to go back to Germany, we dated. She was a real nice girl.
there you
Studied
go.
all the time, all the time. It's like, you want to go see a new movie this weekend? She's like, well, I have a test in 2 weeks. And I'm like, okay, you want to go see a new movie this weekend? You're going to study for the next 2 weeks for this test? And she's like, yes. And she did. She all the time.
You
Just
missed
studied all.
out on movies, man. Look at that. Look at that rail gun. That is
Yeah,
sweet. That's the gun I want. What do you think, huh?
it's kind of big to carry around all day long.
Well, yeah, but of course, I wonder if some of this are those CG effects with the smoke.
Sugawara is correct. Arnold is so fast, he dodges railguns that fire at the speed of light. Amazing.
Yep.
Couldn't do this.
What?
Batman couldn't do that.
No. Now, Batman would have something in his utility belt that would deactivate all the rail guns. Some kind of
I
pulse
wonder
emitter.
if like an EMP grenade would
He'd have like an EMP thing that would just
Yeah.
deactivate all the guns. And then they'd have to fight him with their fists. Unless it's Michael Keaton Batman, he'd just have a bigger railgun on the Batmobile that would start shooting at them. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's one way to do it.
He take on his own guy, huh?
Yeah.
That's in there pretty deep, huh?
Yeah.
That's a splinter, huh? Oh! Do you think you have to fill out paperwork for each guy you killed when you're like
I think so. Yeah.
guys? You might be here for another 10
They usually
years.
cut that out of the movie though, because it slows down the pacing and it's just kind of dull.
Ew.
Yeah. Just like Die Hard.
Yeah. Well, I guess this is Die Hard in a dock.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna get the MP gun now.
This is kind of where it gets kind of like science fiction.
Kind of science fiction, yeah, a little bit, yeah. You're sweating now, aren't you?
And we get explosions, which are cool.
Yeah, I like explosions.
Yeah, take that, Russian dude.
Yeah, take out the Russian guy. All right. Should those guns be around about now? I mean, they were introduced in '96, right? I mean, I'm just saying.
I mean, the U.S. government probably has something similar. I mean,
I'm sure under wraps, right?
Yeah. One thing I saw online, it said Arnold did most of his own stunts in this film.
It's impressive. That's a little over the top, don't you think?
Flipping the truck.
Flipping the truck with the gun, yeah.
Yeah.
He's got the girl. He
See what I mean?
shot him.
I kind of thought, well, man, maybe Arnold's actually going to like die in this movie.
You thought that?
I did first time I watched it.
All right.
Hmm. Gigawatt doesn't think Arnold can take on James Caan. Well, he's not doing a very good job so far. Yeah, it's just the mob saving the day.
That was a bizarre scene. I was kind of like, are you kidding me? With that was a kind of
Pretty
Eric.
clever hiding in the bulldozer thing, though.
Mhm. Look at this. They're fighting on top of a floating crate.
Yeah. What could go wrong here? Do you think you could take on Arnold in a fight, Boomer?
No.
He is a good bit older than you.
He is. He may. I mean, right now, I have no
Yeah,
idea.
yeah, like tonight.
No,
Tonight,
still no. I'm not. I'm not in peak shape myself, so I'm
tonight,
not.
tonight after the show.
It's
In your
not happening.
dog.
No, I don't think so. I don't think that I want to see that
You
happen.
can pick 2 items from your house to use in the fight.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I would pick a rusty wrench
Okay.
and a pair of tweezers.
Okay.
I need to be more afraid of the tweezers. Right? No? No? I'm just saying. I'm just.
Oh. So, a rusty wrench, really? And tweezers?
Yeah.
Okay.
What would you use?
Beretta shotgun and Beretta ARX.
Okay. I have a. He wasn't on the crate when it fell, was he?
Yes. He was on top of it. And this is a pretty big dick move right here. You're asking him for help and then you just try to shoot him. That's a dick move. See? Yeah, that's right. Son of a bitch. Oh, yeah, hopefully he did have a tetanus shot. Man, those things hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of caught red-handed there.
Yeah, look at all those guns you were trying to smuggle, huh? John Kruger, enemy of the state. What? Is there a bit of a? Is there going to be a romantic thing going on here? Maybe not. I don't know.
I don't think so.
Okay. He's walking. What?
Well, he's got a cane.
Oh, Weasel.
Yeah, one-liners, just like the 80s and the 90s.
You like the one-liner? They're going to take her out, aren't they? She's not safe.
Well, you're gonna make it look like it. Spoilers, Al. Sorry. And, car bombs can do a lot of damage. Just saying.
Look at him smiling. I hate him. This is how a certain director might have ended it. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm just. Yeah, the bad guys get away with it because that's just how the world is. Get used to it.
Was it that van explosion in the trailer? Wow.
The van, it was beautiful, clean. It was swift. You didn't set it up.
That's what I call a car phone.
Who's on the other line?
Arnold.
You've just been erased. You didn't like that ending, huh?
No, I think James Caan, I think James Caan should have been like impaled on like a piece of rebar or something. And
The point is, he's just been erased. See,
yeah,
it goes with the title of the picture. What happened?
they caught a train.
Ah, ha, 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 ha. And there are the credits. That's what we come to see, huh? Fade to black, right? You like that, huh? Okay. You've been erased. That's the title. That's the title of the movie. So, Racer, like, were you talking all about it after you saw it? You know, telling everybody you got to see this movie?
I probably went home back to my apartment and went to bed because we went to a later movie.
Like a 10 o'clock showing or something?
Yeah. And honestly, downtown New Haven at 10 o'clock at night, not the best place to be.
So, do you like the final the credit track on here, huh?
No, not really.
Okay, well, Alan Silvestri, huh? So, this is our first Alan Silvestri score on this channel?
I think so. I do.
All right. Cool.
I don't know how that's taken so long to get to, but Big Al liked the movie.
Did you like the movie, Big Al? Yes. You could do one of your Al reviews of it sometime.
I am curious to get La La Land released so I can hear what Silvestri had intended for the score. I've got the commercial release that came out when the movie came out. But
I bet there was a love theme on it.
No love theme.
Okay.
But Silvestri did 2 other movies that year, Sergeant Bilko and The Long Kiss Goodnight, which was a Christmas movie.
Really?
The Long Kiss Goodnight? Yeah, it was a Christmas movie.
Long Kiss Goodnight. Was that with Gina Davis?
Yeah, and Samuel L. Jackson.
I remember that movie.
What's the guy's name who played Mel Gibson's uncle in Braveheart? Brian Cox?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Yeah. It's gonna bother me. I'm gonna have to look that up. Yeah, Brian Cox. Yeah. I didn't know Brian Cox was Scottish.
No.
Internet says he's a Scottish actor, worked with the Royal Shakespeare Company and the Royal National Theatre. Played supporting roles in Rob Roy and Mel Gibson's Academy Award-winning Braveheart. He was a slime bucket in Rob Roy. Golly.
Mm-hmm.
He was nasty in that movie. Have you seen Robert Roy?
Yeah, Liam Neeson, right?
Yep.
I did see that a while ago. Vanessa Redgrave too. Was she in that? I think not the Vanessa Redgrave. Excuse me.
No.
Jessica Lange. That's right. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay.
Have a good night, Go Team Ghost Planet. Good to see you as always.
All right, but this was cool. So next week we will be back.
I think Commando, but I'm waiting. If Eric said he should know by Friday if he's free. He's had a bunch of filming opportunities come up, so he has to
take those. Gotcha. I understand.
You got to work when the work comes up, and I'm like, I totally understand, man.
All right, man. Cool. All right.
What you got coming up this weekend? You got your show?
Yeah, on Sunday, Geeky Geezers, and Friday I'll be on with Troy. I don't know if we're gonna be doing. We might be doing a rewatch. I know he wants to have Wolfton on. We were at some point gonna do a rewatch of Blind Fury with Rucker Hauer. I don't know if that's gonna be this week or if he was or if Wolfton's available, but I know that we were planning to do that.
Okay.
You ever see Blind Fury with Rucker Hauer?
I have not.
No. You get Amazon Prime streaming. It's on there.
But yeah,
it's a good action movie.
Jigga, hopefully we'll be doing Commando next week or the following week. So just keep a watch out for the postings. And it is coming up soon, very soon. I just want to get Eric in on it because that's one of his favorite Arnold movies. And it's always fun to have Eric Woods on the show. And Big Al's doing Robin Hood Men in Tights Saturday at 10 o'clock. Cool. I'm doing a Star Wars challenge from Sir Ian on Sunday. I think it's like 6 or 7 questions from the original Star Wars trilogy.
Okay.
And of course, the Batman show next Monday, and the movie next week, and then the following Sunday, the top 20 film scores since the year 2000.
Okay.
I have no idea what they are. I don't know how I can dwindle it down to just 20. And they won't be in any particular order at all. No. So tune in for that. You can sway my mind as I'm doing the show, I'm sure. So, Boomer, what would you say the top 20 film scores since 2000 are?
I gotta think of some off the top of my head. I have to get back to you on that. I'm trying to think off the top of my head what I liked since 2000.
Let's come up with a short list right now.
No.
I'm The Hours by Philip Glass. Lord of the Rings trilogy. I count that as one film. The Star Wars prequels. I count that as one film. So we've got 3. Come on, people, help me out here. Help. Gladiator, yes, Gladiator.
Gladiator wasn't Gladiator still 90s?
It was no. I'm pretty sure Gladiator was like 2000, 2001.
I got to think about this. I can't. I like the Blade Runner 2049 soundtrack.
It is 2000. Gladiator, yeah. Gladiator was 2000. Yep. Inception. I'm gonna throw Inception in there. I'm gonna throw Nolan Batman in here.
No Blade Runner 2049.
No.
Oh.
I'm gonna throw Interstellar in here.
You'll do all the Hans Zimmer, but the Blade Runner one. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, definitely the Dark Knight trilogy. You got that in there. I'm gonna throw Rush in here since it's just a preliminary. Up for Michael Giacchino. I'll put that down. I'm gonna have to think on that some more.
So you're thinking scores, though. If I'm thinking soundtracks, I can do a few.
I tried a whole bunch from the 1990s. I was like, Wyatt Earp, Forrest Gump.
It's harder when you get in more modern times because I don't think they're quite as memorable. I do like the Scott Pilgrim, but of course that's a combination of both a weird score and also actual songs. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Or some of the songs were made for the movie.
I'll put that down. I don't know if that will make the final cut.
You know what it's recommending on here to watch after Eraser, The Fugitive.
Yeah. Casino Royale, Skyfall.
What about any of the Bourne movies?
No. Pan's Labyrinth. That's an interesting score. Troy, which version of Troy? James Horner or Gerard? Or the guy that wrote the Rejected score? Catch Me If You Can. No, that's like if I made a list of like the top 10 least favorite John Williams scores, Catch Me If You Can would be in there. But The Terminal, yes, The Terminal would be. The Terminal would be in Munich.
Bridge of Spies.
No, Munich was 2005. Memoirs of a Geisha was 2005. Okay.
What about The Notebook?
I got 16. No, Boomer. No.
All right, I'm trying to help you, and you're just.
Mm, come on, people. Help me out here.
See, you're talking past 2000, and
Hero. I haven't listened to that, but I will look into it.
Hero. It's interesting. Hero might be an interesting score. I'm trying to think.
I mean, I've got 2 weeks to agonize about this.
Road to Perdition.
I'll put that down.
You don't have to. I'm just.
No. I'm putting that down. That was in the 2000s. The Incredibles?
Avatar?
No. I can't think of much that James Horner did that I was just really overly enthralled with towards the end of his career. Come on, people. We can think of some more titles here. Because right now, it's like all I gotta do is just assign a number to these.
All right, let's think here. See, Jerry Goldsmith was no longer with us. Did you do anything in the 2000s?
I don't think so.
Gangs in New York?
Oh, yes, the Grand Budapest Hotel. Damn, Skippy.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
What about Gangs of New York?
No.
Okay.
Spider-Man is
Danny Elfman.
I don't know. Yeah.
Any Tim Burton productions like Big Fish, maybe? Danny Elfman score?
Atonement. Very good, Al.
Harry Potter.
No, I'm just not a Harry Potter person.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm just throwing things out there.
No, I appreciate it. Gravity? Should Gravity be on this list?
You do what you want.
It did win an Academy Award for what it's worth.
Okay, I'm just saying, you do what you want.
Shape of Water? I don't know. I prefer Grand Budapest Hotel over Shape of Water.
I like Grand Budapest Hotel.
Oh wow, Big Al just typed that. I was thinking about it. Requiem for a Dream. That's the very. I was thinking that it's definitely a high watermark of the last 20 years. I don't know if it's a high watermark for me personally, but I am going to ponder that, and I'll ponder Shape of Water too, Big Al, or as we call it, the fish banging movie. Wow, Finding Neverland. What does Rolling Stone say was the best 50 movies of the 2010s? Let's see.
I, Robot.
No.
You don't like the score to that?
Uh,
I'm just throwing things out there.
Black Panther, no. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, no. The Tribe,
Well,
no.
no. Okay. Whoa. You don't like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood because it's a soundtrack and not really a score. Is that right?
Lincoln, I'll put that down.
He's a score. Okay. All right.
Personal Shopper, what the hell is that? Black
It's
Colt, I still don't know what that is.
Kristen Stewart was in it.
Hereditary, don't know. Armor, don't know.
I don't know about Hereditary.
Where do you don't get these movies?
Hereditary is a horror movie.
I can't say that title on YouTube. No. Okay, we're done with Rolling Stones. Okay.
Did they say soundtrack? See, if you typed in
I was
soundtrack, they're going to think.
Oh yeah, that's right. The Patriot. That's right.
No, my point is though soundtrack.
Sherlock
If Rolling
Holmes.
Stone said soundtrack, they're thinking a movie, the soundtrack, not the score, right? That's probably why. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Did
Okay.
Alexander Desplat do the King's Speech? Am I remembering that correctly?
I don't know. I can find out. I like the King's Speech. What about Darkest Hour?
I don't know. That's going to be in the top 20, but I'll put it down.
You don't have to.
No, I'm just putting it down.
Yeah. Who did?
I want to agonize over this for like 2 weeks.
Let's see here. Alexandre Desplat did the music for the King's Speech.
That's what I thought. Guardians of the Galaxy. Tyler Bates. I'm gonna put that down. Which Pride and Prejudice, Big Al? There's been a couple of them.
Is the Anya Taylor-Joy one that came out recently?
I think he's talking about the Dario can't say the last name one. But you can give me a year, just so we're on the same page. I know, I just can't say the name on YouTube. Snowpiercer, Her, Upstream Color, Birdman 2014, Edge of Tomorrow, Mad Max, Tangerine, The Lobster, Moonlight, Handmaiden, Arrival, Get Out. Okay, none of these. Okay, who makes
About
these?
The Arrival. You didn't like The Arrival? No. Okay.
What was the movie? The same guy that did Arrival. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking about. Yeah.
What about Frozen?
No.
Okay, just
Hateful Eight. That was Ennio Morricone.
Hey, that might be you can think about that one at least.
I'll put it down.
It's not often you get. Also, Django Unchained. That's no. I think Morricone just did the whole score for Hateful Eight. So yeah, okay.
Who did There Will Be Blood?
I can find out.
Theory of Everything. That's what I was thinking about. That is a beautiful score.
What about Imitation Game?
Yes, that was Alexander Desplat.
Okay. Jenny Greenwood did the score to There Will Be Blood.
Okay.
Oh, Johnny Greenwood. My mistake. I don't know.
Any other films you can think of? It's harder than you think. I'm like, I kept thinking of stuff for the 1990s, like super easy, super easy for the 1990s.
Any Trent Reznor scores? Girl with the Dragon Tattoo? Huh? No?
And again, part of that movie just turned my stomach so profoundly.
Okay.
When did The Perfect Storm come out, Big Al? That was James Horner. Transformers. Which one? First one?
James Horner did Perfect Storm. That might be a good one.
Yeah.
That's 2000. That's when it came out.
It's just barely making the cutoff. Was Mad Max Fury Road any good?
The movie?
Yeah.
You didn't see it?
No.
Did you like the old Mad Max movies?
It was disturbing. I mean, I saw those as a child. I'm like, this is disturbing.
Okay, well, it's in the same vein as those. They have
I saw a trailer.
Tom Hardy's playing Max instead of
Yeah.
Mel Gibson, obviously because he's younger and other probably reasons. But it's same guy that made the originals made this one. He was involved. The creator Mad Max, he was involved. It's an interesting score, actually. I don't want to spoil too much of the movie for you, but there's like live guitar instrumentation in it, and there's a reason why. But I'm not gonna. You have to actually see the movie. I don't know if you'd like it or not. You still might find it disturbing too. But
see, Requiem for a Dream's popping back up here, and I mean, you cannot discredit that score as a seminal score in the past 20 years. But I don't think it's in my personal top 20. And this is what makes this so hard. It's like, yeah, I would have to say that just from an academic standpoint, definitely. But from a Birdman standpoint, I'm like, okay. Up, yeah, I got Up written down. Under the Skin, I'm not okay. Joker, I gotta put that down. What's Under the Skin? That's not clicking any bells in my brain, but I'll put it down. It's just so hard to rank things. It's just so hard for me. So how do I say this is better than that?
and then they'll say you missed that movie and that movie and that movie.
I know. It's just so much self-doubt and second guessing. And
dude, just take a chill. You can't get it all at once. You'll refine it. All right.
Well, I will say the best example of film composing in the past 20 years is the Lord of the Rings trilogy, hands down. Period. End of discussion. I don't even have any way to discuss it.
So I could give you some Japanese anime soundtracks, but that's probably not your purview. Like Spirited Away. That one best animated picture of the year came out.
We got to keep focused. American films.
Oh, please. Please, American. And there's some British ones thrown in there, I'm sure.
They speak American. They speak American.
Yeah, okay. Anyways. See, I look overseas sometimes for my entertainment because sometimes things get bleak over here.
Sure.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm trying to think. Star Trek?
No.
Murder on the Orient Express soundtrack?
I don't think it's Patrick Dole's best work.
Okay, well, all right.
Maybe
maybe the better way to do this list, Birdman. Think of your favorite living composers. Okay.
Tenet, no.
And
Sorry.
then maybe find out what your favorite living composers have been up to the past 20 years. That might be the better way to go, don't you think?
Yeah, but I don't want to do a whole show of just John Williams, John Williams, John Williams, John Williams, John Williams.
No, you don't want to do just John Williams. Pick like one or two of his best scores, and then and vary it up.
Well, I mean, I've got to put Munich and Memoirs of a Geisha on there. So now I've got 18 other spots. Lord of the Rings, I've got 17 spots. The Hours, I've got 16.
Attack of the Clones.
Well, that I would just bump Star Wars into one. So okay.
And then Star Wars sequel trilogy starts in '99. You can't use Phantom Menace.
Oh, damn you!
So you could pick one of the other two, unless you want to go for something else. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, dude.
Gigawatt, if you're still here, I think you are. Last Saturday of this month, the Houston Symphony is doing a John Williams concert. He's not conducting; they're just doing his music. And you missed. I don't think you were on the show on Monday for the Batman show. I threw out an offer for viewers. If you want to stream the concert with me, Eric, and Ian, I will cover your ticket for the show. The catch is you have to watch it live. You can't go back and watch it later. So you have to watch it that Saturday night at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time with the link. If you want in on the show, let me know. I need your email address, and I'll make sure you get the link. And then we're just going to have like a watch party together, live streaming it. So let me know. Currently, Big Al and David and Sound Engraver are in on it. And there's like 11 people watching the show, and I made the offer, and I only got like 3 people who are like, yeah, I'll do that. I'm like, what the hell, people?
As I said, I know it sounds cool. But I will be out of town that weekend. I'm not even going to do my thing on Sunday that weekend.
The Falcon. Yes, Big Al. Yes.
Tron Legacy. Hey, Tron Legacy.
No.
What do you mean no? Oh.
I mean,
you are taking the knife, sticking it in, and twisting it because you don't like Daft Punk.
Yeah. Yeah. Gigawatt, just let me know. Shoot me an email or shoot me a message in a chat on the next show between now and then. It should be a pretty good show. I'm hoping it's a good show. So,
You're really stuck on this list, aren't you?
I mean, yeah. I'm gonna have to like, yeah, it's gonna take a while. So
okay. All right. Well, you'll have to think on it for a bit.
I think my channel has email contact. My personal email is Glasgow, GLASGOW 3232 @gmail.com. Oh man, the assassination of Jesse James, man. And The Departed. Who did The Departed?
Who did the what?
Who did The Departed?
Oh, I can probably find out. Howard Shore.
Okay.
You like Howard Shore?
I like some of his work.
Oh, okay, well, there you go.
All right. Well, I will ponder this for the next 2 weeks. Luckily, I'm not doing this show till a week from Sunday. Oh, wait, that's not 2 weeks. That's like a week and a half. Okay, well, thank you everyone for your suggestions. You got anything else, Boomer?
No, I'm good. Thank you for having me on. I'll look forward to next week.
You are half of the show. You are half of the show.
All right, thank you.
Sunshine. Maybe.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Yeah.
No, okay, all right.
All right. Anyway, thank you everyone for tuning in. Adopt, Don't Shop. Catch Boomer's show and Big Al's show and everyone else's show. Keep listening to great film music. We'll see you next time. Gigawatt, let me know about the concert, and we'll talk to y'all later. Have a good night.